I do not want to ride with a Harley Davidson crowd. Let's get into it.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So yeah, out on the back roads again with the heroic Harley. And I want to make this video because I had a conversation quite a while ago now with a guy who owned a Harley, but he didn't want to ride with any other Harley riders. And I couldn't really understand why. Now, digging a little deeper, as you do, I wanted to know what his reasons were. You know, was there something that had gone wrong or all that kind of stuff? And he loved Harley Davidson, you know, just like the rest of us. You know, he loved Harley Davidsons. He loved his Harley Davidson and all that kind of stuff. He had joined a hog chapter once, I believe. I might be misquoting, but I'm sure he said he did. But then, you know, he just wasn't into the whole Harley Davidson scene, as it were. He wasn't into this whole community and what some people call a lifestyle. He just liked riding Harley Davidsons. He loved it for what it was, but he didn't really care for any of the, I don't know, the faff, the naff stuff, the, you know, the paraphernalia, you know, all that sort of stuff. He just wanted to do his own thing on his own bike, and he just didn't really fall into that crowd. So what's the problem? What is the problem? Surely the Harley Davidson crowd, the lifestyle, the community is all encompassing, surely, right? Well, maybe not. So if you watch my channel on a regular basis, I do try and give a balanced view of what I see and what I hear and observations that I make as well. And one of the observations is that sometimes if your face don't fit, you're not in it. And, you know, now this could be, you know, complete nonsense, of course, to some people, but for others, it might ring true. I've also known, and I've also been told directly, that within certain Harley Davidson groups, owners groups, not just hog, but others as well, if there's a slight deviation from what the group want to do, or you want to do something slightly different, you're kind of restricted to what you can do. So it's almost like you've got to follow the crowd as opposed to being an individual. And riding a Harley Davidson was always about being an individual, wasn't it? So after I thought about this a little bit, I kind of understood. I understood what the feeling was. Now, he wasn't saying that if he came across any other Harley Davidson rider, he was going to ignore them or anything like that. Far from it. In fact, he's a very pleasant chap, and he'd say hello to anybody, no matter what make of bike they were riding. But it was a case that he just didn't want to be with the crowd. It wasn't that he didn't want to go to rallies. It wasn't that he didn't want to go to the Harley Davidson events or rallies or anything like that. It's just that he just didn't care for it. And I just got to wonder how many other people who ride Harley Davidsons don't really want to associate with the crowd, don't really want to go to the rallies, don't really want to go to dealerships, don't really want to go to join a group or a hog chapter or anything like that. And I kind of fell into that myself as well. When I first got the bike, yeah, you were automatically enrolled in hog, aren't you? And then I thought, well, I'll renew it for another year, but I never went, and I never went to any meetings. COVID hit as well. I mean, that was a big bummer really for the whole thing, but I could just never find time for it. And I thought, do you know what, it doesn't really fit in my lifestyle. And I think that's the key to it, isn't it? These things, if they fit in with your lifestyle, or you want to associate with others, regardless of what group they are, then it's got to be a fit for you. And if it isn't, it just isn't. It doesn't necessarily mean that one or the other is right or wrong. It's just not a good fit. So I wonder how many other people in this situation, you ride your bike and there is a group or a community or a lifestyle associated with it, if you want to call it a lifestyle. I mean, I don't particularly like that term myself. But, you know, do you sort of shy away from that? Do you just not think, you know, I want to do my own thing. I've got my own circle of friends. Maybe you're the only one of your friends who rides a motorbike and the rest don't. But you just want to hang out with your friends and do other things. And when you're by yourself, that's your therapy. That's the thing that lets you escape. So you just want to ride your bike alone in peace, go where you want to go, do what you want to do. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Have you had similar kind of thoughts, or do you get great benefits out of groups? I'm sure you do. There's no denying that there's some great benefits in groups and associations, and going with like-minded people who maybe even ride similar kinds of bikes or from the same brand. I'm sure there's lots of benefits. Let us know in the comments, but don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. Ta-da!